Okay.
Okay.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
Yeah. Let's get down to brass tacks.
All right, so who's here?
A very...
Take your time.
I don't know how to put it. Icon in the radio business.
A very iconic person from the radio business.
Go fuck yourself, okay? Then you should have said that yourself.
Well,
Don't
I was
ask
waiting,
me,
man.
Don't ask me then.
You had a good 5-10 seconds of dead air there. I didn't know what to do. I panicked.
That's right.
Usually,
I wanted to see what you were going to do. And what did you
usually
do?
carry us.
And what did you do? You did nothing.
Yeah, you've been carrying me on your shoulders for years.
The radio went off.
The
The show went off the air, and you did nothing. Okay?
I guess I got a little bit lazy.
Yeah. There you
I'm
go.
waiting for you to do all the
That's
talking.
because you know why you got lazy. Because you relaxed if you just unloaded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm at least a few pounds
Yeah,
lighter
yeah,
right
I'll
now.
bet you did. Yeah, I'll bet you did on 37.
I'll show you the picture I took.
Everybody know he goes to the bathroom on 37.
Well, at least I don't go in the other bathroom like Tim.
Yeah, well, hey, that's another story.
Lesser of two
Anyway,
evils.
Carol Miller's here with a little bit of, sounds like she has bronchitis, so
Oh, I'm going to keep my distance then.
let's get her in here.
Ta-da.
Carol Miller, good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
I'll tell you something. For somebody who's got freaking whooping cough, it's going great.
You've rallied.
Yes, I've rallied, and I'm here.
That must be extremely tough, right this way.
Extremely tough. You know where I got it?
Where?
This place.
He's dating the police.
There was whooping cough in the studio here. No, I work here, and I also work elsewhere. And so I came down with whooping cough really bad. It's going around again for crazy reasons. I don't have my whole voice. But what happened was, I was then told that another studio, that it was diagonally over there, that somebody over there had it, came down with it, wiped out the studio, and they didn't tell anybody. Should I tell you who they are?
I'll let them be innocent. Wait, no, you tell me. Tell me who it is, actually. I want to know.
Okay, Opie and Anthony.
Figures.
Yes. And I'm serious because, you can't medically prove where you got something, but logic can dictate. Because if you never ran into whooping cough and you went into a studio, I was in their studio to get something, and then you get it, where'd you get it?
Exactly.
So there. So, I love Howard and Robin and everybody, and wish I could talk better today, but I don't care.
Yeah, I'll let you save your voice for the studio with Howard and Robin and the
Yeah.
gang.
They can make fun of me. I don't care.
All right, Carol, good to have you here.
Thank you.
I warn you in advance that she sounds terrible.
Why?
She's got like a throat. She's got a weird throaty, sicky thing going on.
Is she sick?
She says she's not. She said she was, and she's over
She
it now.
canceled 2 weeks ago because she was sick, and I think she's still dealing.
She said
with the
she
same
said she's
issue.
not sick anymore, but she still has but she sounds sick. I'm just warning you.
So is it distracting to talk to her? Will it sound bad?
haven't talked to her.
A little bit, a tiny bit. It might be, it's hard to explain to the audience that she's a chick with a hot voice because that hot voice is not there. That's her tool.
Hey now. Hey, here, fellow radio person, Carol Miller is here. She works at Sirius, and she's still on Q104, I think, in New York. And she's had a spectacular radio career, and I love talking radio. She wrote a book called Up All Night, My Life and Times in Rock Radio. And what a charmed career. Ah, there you are. Hi.
A charmed career, you thought.
Oh, a charmed career, if ever there was one, and I'll tell you why. How are you?
Outside of whooping cough.
Oh, you have
no.
whooping cough?
No, wait, but yes.
Do me a favor. Don't be in here. I can't get that.
You can't because I'm not contagious anymore. But I swear.
Go sit in that booth. I swear to God.
Don't worry about it. I'm begging you. Don't worry about it.
You're begging me. I'm scared. I'm so afraid of germs.
I know. So am
You
I.
have whooping cough?
Let me tell you something. You know whose
Oh,
fault
I
it is?
feel like I'm getting it already.
Wait, let me put this.
Don't come near me.
No, don't worry about
Please,
it.
I don't want to get sick. All
You're not gonna get.
right, sit back far on the couch.
All right, here.
And you sound like you have whooping cough.
Yeah, I know I don't sound right, but you know something. You can make fun of me. I don't care. I'm here.
No, I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm
I
a
love
fan.
you. I wanted to come.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you wanted to come. Should have waited a few more weeks
No.
until you felt
Day or
better.
two.
You know
would have
something?
helped.
You could just postpone enough. People go, who cares?
Wow, I'm so paranoid of germs. I've got.
Yeah, you and Jerry Seinfeld. Forget about it.
Jerry Seinfeld. Never mind Jerry Seinfeld. I've got such a bad case. Like I can't touch things. I'm like completely.
Look, I got
whacked.
gloves on. You're not getting it.
All right, thank you.
Look.
Get Carol a surgical mask.
No.
Or you. I don't know. Somebody needs a mask.
No, because I have so much I want to talk to you about.
There's plenty to talk about. And
your voice going to be all right?
I don't care. If you can listen to it, I'll listen to it.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know if the fans will, but I will. So you're still on Q104?
Yes.
Now, have you been able to work with whooping cough?
I was off for the last week and a half.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, but you know whose fault it is?
Whose?
Jenny McCarthy.
Why?
Because there's all these women who have these cockamamie ideas that children shouldn't get vaccines. And no, I use her name in jest because she's one of them, but they are saying now that they don't want the children to have vaccines. So therefore, a lot of, illnesses that were banished in the 20th century.
Whooping cough, I'm going to get it now.
You're not getting it.
Robin, I'm coming to your apartment.
No, you're not.
No, I want to be out of the studio.
You're not getting it.
I'm not.
Way beyond.
Why do you think I'm not getting it?
Because after 5 days of antibiotics, which I've been on for like 2 weeks,
right?
You're not contagious.
All right.
And I didn't kiss you.
All right. Don't kiss me. I would like to kiss you, but I'm not going to. So the reason I said you had a charmed career, Carol was one of these DJs I used to listen to, especially when I was younger. And really, I would imagine the other DJs at your radio stations were jealous of you because rock stars and anybody who came and visited, they'd put you in videos. You were in Ian Hunter's video. Yeah. You were, which is one of the all-time great videos. What was the song that was?
Only the Good Ones Are Taken.
Only the Good Ones Are Taken. Carol was so hot that Ian Hunter looked at her, put her in the video, and I can imagine that every DJ on the radio station was jealous because you were getting these outside opportunities. True?
Well, I never took it really that seriously. I think the guys were always kind of like more jealous about their careers. I thought it was funny.
Right. Well, yeah. I just think that for a guy at a radio station, it's tough when the woman gets. I remember the WNEW calendar. They do a calendar every year of all the DJs, and guys would be like just wanting to see Carol Miller's pictures in the calendar. And
you know what? Those crazy calendars, they always wanted people to dress up like somebody else, and I said, that's nuts.
Right.
I don't want to wear a clown hat. I don't do that.
Right, yeah. But I just know that it was a charmed career in that you were you like a valedictorian of your high school?
Yeah, salutatorian.
Yeah, salutatorian, the second to the valedictorian.
Yeah, they left off the .03 on my extra AP credit.
So you're this brilliant girl. Your father was what, a doctor?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. And you were going to college. You were being groomed to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Doctor, and I became a lawyer actually.
Did you actually get a law degree?
Yes.
Did you pass the bar?
I did everything I did, and I stayed in radio.
So when your father heard you wanted to go into radio, he was completely freaked out and pissed, right?
Well, he was beyond that. My father. You see, I know enough about you from your family and listening to your wonderful family that your father never really thought you were a moron. He loved you. My father thought I was a moron.
No, my father thought I was a moron.
No, my father, you're a moron, and I'll write off the last 20 years you're a moron.
Yeah, but you weren't a moron. I mean, you were really good in school and stuff. And so the idea that you were, gonna
horrible.
What college did you go to?
University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, so that's like about as Ivy League as you get. University of Pennsylvania. You're this brilliant daughter of a doctor. It looks like you're on track to really have this great life.
Yep.
Why? You don't seem like somebody who was in love with radio. Why did you even go down and volunteer? You know what I mean? I mean, in your history as a kid growing up, were you enamored with the radio?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you were?
See, no, I don't blame you if you didn't read my book.
No, I haven't read it yet. I'll read it.
It's a lot to read, but it's funny. I always loved radio from the get-go. And it was a very, very important part of my life. And I always found that there was an invisible party in my room called Radioland.
Right.
And as a kid, I was DXing and listening to all my invisible friends come home from school, and Murray the K and Cousin Brucey, they'd all be there just at the flick of a switch.
Was life easy for you as a kid? I mean, being this beautiful and, I mean, you could have gone into modeling, I'm pretty sure. You were that hot, right?
Well, not in those days, I'll tell you. So I did a little modeling when I was a teenager.
So you must have been the charmed kid at school, right?
No. Those days, it wasn't that easy for us Jews. really darker, when they gave you a lot of trouble.
Were you a popular kid in school?
I was popular as being the smart kid.
Were guys banging you at a young age?
I didn't know what banging was.
Oh, you were very naive sexually.
Well, if you read the book, you'll see I'm from such a background that makes it funny that I didn't know from anything.
Right. And so you weren't going out with guys, and guys weren't hitting on you?
Well, they were hitting on me, but I was going, I don't do that. I can't do that.
You were a good girl.
I came from an Orthodox background.
When did you start having sex? In college?
Under pressure, yes, in college.
What do you mean pressure? Some guy talked you into it and you weren't really ready?
No, the women's lib movement came and dragged me clicking and screaming.
You mean you felt you had to have sex because of the
Yes.
But the women's lib movement would have been just the opposite, saying you don't have to be pressured into having sex.
No, women's lib movement was a hoax.
It was?
Yeah.
Why was it a hoax?
But the whole deal, Howard, was that women weren't supposed to have sex, and so being liberated meant having sex.
See, the women's lib movement, and hi, Robin, I think it was cooked up by guys to make women think that it was their idea to do this.
Right, right.
Because that way they had a reason, they had an intellectual reason to do this.
So how do you get into radio? You go down to the college radio station, you start to volunteer like I did, right?
Yeah.
And you start to, and you're really good at it. I mean, you had a very natural delivery. You weren't sort of struggling to be on the radio. It was kind of easy.
Well, the thing was this, there, even though I sound like a frog right now.
Right.
I could do Joan Rivers really good right now.
I know, in a week I'm going to be sounding like this.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Keep telling me that. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, it was the whole start of the FM thing.
Yeah.
And I did not really make a connection between, Top 40 AM and the new direction of FM. And this was a whole new world that was kind of opening up. And so I didn't really have a role model. The only woman that I had heard on the air, of course, here in New York was Alison Steele.
Yeah.
And she was very beautiful and glamorous. She was an older woman, but she had a persona.
Yeah, she was like an announcer.
Well, no, she had an act of that she was the Nightbird.
Right.
And I had this crackpot idea, because all I was a kid, that if I could be your friend on the radio, like, the guys could be your friend.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about you. It was like you were a friend on the radio.
Yeah.
And, you being a super hot chick, it was kind of cool. Then you saw you and it was like, wow, maybe that's a girl I could get. You know what I mean? Because she's friendly.
She's friendly.
No one's friendly who looks like that. But, of course, I fell for it.
But by the way, you're looking very good right now.
Oh, thank you.
And I love the show.
Oh, America's Got Talent.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun doing it.
I love the harp guy.
Earth Harp, yeah, he was terrific. He really was good. So, did you ever bang a listener? Would a listener ever get you? No, I don't think so.
No.
Because, and I would imagine that you get out of college and you get a job at WMMR in Philadelphia, which is unbelievable to me, because if someone would have taken me out of college and given me a job at WMMR, I think I would have just died and gone to heaven.
I got the job while I was still in college.
Wow.
And they offered me the job, and they said, okay, you can do weekends and fill-ins. And I said, great. And then I realized that some of the fill-ins might be what classes were on.
Yeah.
I figured it wouldn't happen, but it did.
Yeah.
So I was cutting class to fill in.
Can you imagine? I mean, when I was in college, I was so bad on the radio. I mean, MMR to me would have been the pinnacle of my radio career if I could have gotten there. And while you're in college, you get a job there. Do you think your looks played into it, though? Did it help you get in the door? Because you're so stunning.
Well, thank you, but I don't think so, but thank you.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, rock stars were banging you.
No, they were trying.
Right, and they were putting you in videos because of your look. Your beauty also played into
nice
this.
Of you.
Did the radio programmers hit on you?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
But, see, here was the joke.
They probably thought if they gave you a job, they could bang you.
Yes, but here's the thing. I was pretty naive. My whole concept was that I was totally into the music. I was started out, I was going to be the secretary at the college rock station.
Right.
And file records.
Right.
I didn't think a girl could do this. But when I got the idea that I wanted to do it because somebody teased me at the radio station, they said, oh, you think you can do this, huh? Right. I said, all right. So I said, well, it's a gimmick. They just hired an English guy, so maybe they need a girl. And I'll surprise them because I'll actually know what I'm talking about. And so the guy that introduced me on the air the very first day actually does shows here at SiriusXM.
Who's that?
Michael Tierson.
Oh, yeah. I listen to him on Deep Track.
Yeah, well, and he was just the same guy, and I'll never forget this. People are who they are, and I say this with no animosity. He looks at me, it's in the book, and he goes, "We won't be needing a girl around here, so you won't be here for very long." And this is what he said before the mic went on. And I looked at him, and I'm 20 years old, Yeah. Then he puts the mic on, he said, "And now we have Carol Miller." He says, "This is a microphone." And I said, "Does it bite?" And I went on, and then I just did my show.
He was condescending. Were you nervous on the radio when you first got on, or you were relaxed?
Oh, no. Very nervous, but I pretend to be relaxed.
Yeah. I pretended to be relaxed. It didn't help. I was awful. I was awful.
Nervous.
I was so bad at it.
No,
how
could you be awful?
I was awful, and I was so bad at it that even queuing up these records and putting them on. You want some water?
No, I got here coffee.
I feel like I should put you in the hospital. Not let alone.
I've been. They don't want me there.
They don't want you in the hospital?
No, she can't even be in the hospital.
Right. So I'm so scared I'm going to get whooping cough. Oh my God. Yeah, Dan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I just want to say that that whooping cough is very contagious, Howard.
Oh my God.
Oh no, don't call and say that.
Oh no. Oh my God.
No, I'm telling you, I wouldn't come here. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm a responsible person.
Okay. Well, anyway, I catch everything.
So do I.
So you've had a radio career unlike mine, where I think people, you were on the fast track, you were at MMR, you got to PLJ in New York, WNEW-FM in New York, and you know what's shocking? A lot of people don't realize this, and if they read Carol's book, they will. In the beginning of her career, in the beginning of my career, you could play whatever you wanted on the radio. The DJs were in charge of the music.
She picked her own music.
That's right. You got to pick your own music, which I hated because, I didn't care about the music. I just wanted to be an announcer.
Thank you.
And I found it to be a big pain in my ass. I was looking to be on the radio. I didn't care what songs I played. I didn't understand this passion that everybody had.
Well, in the book, I make an argument about this because the idea is to present music that people like.
Right.
It shouldn't matter who picks it.
Right.
And people say, "Do you pick your own music?" I said, "Did you like it?"
Right.
That's all that
difference?
counts. Now, at the beginning, we had just a certain number of albums, 10 rock albums, the brand new albums.
Right.
Now, in a few years, you have 100. How are you going to present 100 new albums every day to everybody and expect them to hear something new every day and even retain it?
I know.
You can't do that.
It's an impossible job. I say program directors have the hardest job. They have to sit there. Their whole careers are based on trying to figure out what people want to hear.
Right.
It's insane.
It's a joint thing where you say, yeah, you want to introduce people to music, but people say they want to hear everything new, but they really don't because they can't. They want to hear some things new and then the things they like. And it's kind of a balance of making it sound like you're hearing the new things, introducing them, and also playing things they like.
How old were you when Steven Tyler took up with you? You had like a 6-month love affair with Steven Tyler,
well,
right?
Well, a love affair, but yeah.
How amazing is that? I mean, you're working at the radio. Like, I've worked at radio stations. Nobody's looking for love affairs with me. No rock stars, female rock stars, or male ones for that matter, want to know me. I mean, it must have been so incredible. How old were you?
26.
You're a 26-year-old girl working at a radio station. Steven Tyler, one of the biggest rock stars in the world. Certainly someone fantastic, right?
You have to understand something. First of all, as a person, he's a funny person. You know him.
Yeah.
He's a sweet guy, but he needs supervision.
Right.
As I wrote in the book, I wasn't sure if he could use a bank machine, when they invented them.
Nor did he have to learn to use one.
That's right, because he had a manager. They didn't have to do anything.
Right.
But the whole thing, if you read my book, the funny part is that because of the background that I come from, I wasn't looking for, sex and love affairs. I was on a mission to find a husband because I was getting old.
Right.
From my
26.
Yeah, I saw the bloom was off the rose.
Right.
So I'm working at night. Who do you meet? Engineers, program directors, and rock stars that come through the station.
Who are you going to go with?
Well, who asks you out?
Right.
So as hard as it is to believe, me meeting the rock stars was like somebody meeting somebody from the office.
Right, yeah.
And
they were interested. You had the look. You were... Cute as hell. You're a young girl. They were looking for young girls, and you have a good career going. Were you making a lot of money when you were 26?
Well, I have never made a lot of money, to be honest with you, Howard.
Is that true?
Absolutely true.
You know, you're one of the best. I would say, if you take
He would
radio,
always talk about Carol Miller.
Allison Steele.
Yeah.
There were guys. When you think about it in terms of like a baseball or Major League Baseball, to be on a New York radio station, especially at a young age, that is considered the pinnacle. You can't do much better than that. Every disc jockey wants to come to New York and get one of these jobs.
Right.
And you're saying there was no money in it.
No, what I'm saying is
what was your best year? How much?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah. I'm curious because people think it's like you're a multimillionaire walking around.
Oh, yeah. Before the pay cut, my best year was $160,000.
Yes. Now, it's pretty amazing. $160,000.
I don't make that now.
Right.
And let me tell you why. It's not, first of all, when I got into radio, there was, and I was not a performer artist like you are. I'm a DJ.
Right.
And there was a thing called parody, AM and FM. AM always got more. Because and so I was paid, when I started at PLJ, I don't mind saying this, I got about $30,000 a year.
Right.
It went further than whatever now. That money, I mean, I could do the whole math for you, how you could go, the cost of living and everything.
I tell my guys now, I talk to them about radio. I said, this idea, we've got the best jobs in the world. I said, you have no idea what's doing out there in radio. Here's a person who's at the pinnacle.
Right.
And sure, $160,000 is a great amount of money, but it ain't some millionaire running around on the radio.
And then I got... go ahead, Robin.
I was just going to say, it's that other thing that Howard always talks about, being famous with no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is this. There were two factors, and the other one I accepted and understood. I was told point blank when I started, we're not going to give you as much as the men because they have a family to support. Now, no, wait a minute. You know something? I understood that.
No, you don't.
We're going back 30-some-odd years.
Right.
This was not beyond my comprehension. I said, well, that's right. I don't. You know,
but they didn't hire a family. They hired a man.
But that was the thinking.
You rationalized it somehow so you could get through the day.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Because it's really not fair. How do they know what your situation is? Maybe you were supporting your family.
Yeah,
you don't know.
I know that, but it was a different time, so I was happy to have the job.
Right.
You know, they didn't want to have women in the first place. I was up for a job at PLJ twice, and they said they weren't ready to have a
Larry
woman yet.
Berger was the PD?
Finally, he hired me, yes.
Yeah.
And he...
Yeah, I was frustrated by him.
I
was going to be the new morning guy at PLJ. Jim Kerr was the morning man.
That's right.
And Larry Berger called me. I was working in Detroit, and he said, all I wanted in my career was to be the morning man at WPLJ. You know, if I could have had that, that would have been like, I would have thought I died and went to heaven. So Larry Berger gives me the big call, and he says, I'm watching you. I said, you're watching me? Hire me. No, I got this guy in the morning, Jim Kerr. I could fire him. No. I'm not going to fire him. Maybe I'll put you on at night at some point and let you do nights, but you can only talk for 3 minutes, 3 minutes an hour. I said, but that's not what I do, and why would you hire me? Well, so I had to wait. Then I went to Washington, D.C. He said, I'm going to look at you and see how you do in Washington. I didn't hear from him. I'm waiting, like for Mashiach. And then finally, NBC called me, so I went. But I would have died to work at the station you were working at. It was a great rock station.
It was the best. It was a great team. But I can tell you something. I know why, and I know you had it in for Jim because of that.
No, not for Jim. I mean, I'm happy for Jim.
I know, but you used to joke about it.
I joke about it.
I know. Yeah. He was, and I put him in the book. He was like Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Yeah.
He was the whitest person I ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
He was from Cornstick, Michigan. He had long blonde hair, but he had the voice of like
a great voice.
James Bond. And
he had a great voice. I remember I used to listen to him. I think this must be the best looking guy on the planet. And then you see him, he's just a regular guy.
He was a child.
Yeah, right.
And so anyway, the girls loved him. So he was doing very well.
Was he getting a lot of sex, Jim Kerr, being the morning man at PLJ?
I can't speak for him, but from what I hear, yes.
Yeah, I imagine so, right? And you, meanwhile, were not slow. Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Steven himself says in his book his penis was massive, and it was huge, right?
You know something? Which book? Are you, the new book or the old book?
I don't know which book. I remember that his penis is big.
It's hard for me to remember. You know why? Because that wasn't really the most important part of the relationship. And you know why? Because most of these rock stars, it's in everybody's head that it's all about the sex. Meanwhile, it's really not. And you know that. When I was going out with Steven, it was really more about, he was a really fun, friendly guy. It's hard to explain, that would be a friend of yours in 8th grade. Right. And he loved to do crazy things like wrap yourself in blankets and run around a room.
When he asked you out, were you shocked? I mean, he was like one of the biggest rock stars, still is.
Yeah, but you see, yes, but I come from a background where there were no posters in my room as a child.
You didn't worship these guys?
No, I just thought they were good at what they did, and it would be fun to go out with them because of the fun.
Did they understand you had a regular job? Because these guys are like children. They're
like children.
They want a woman with them 24/7.
That's right.
And if you can't be with them 24/7.
Right. Exactly. And Steven Tyler was such a decent guy that if you read the book, I hope people do, because it's very funny the way I meet him. I thought he was dead because he falls asleep in a bed and this and the whole thing. And I'm never going to go out with him because he's an idiot.
What you're referring to is that Steven was using drugs.
Yeah.
And you're there with him, and he uses drugs, and he passes out.
Right, but that was the first time I met him.
And you thought he died.
Yeah, and I said, how am I going to get out of the hotel? I'm going to be the last person seen with a rock star. If you read the chapter, I pour water on his face, and it's funny.
He's out cold.
Out cold. But then he winds up calling me back. And I realize this guy's out of his gourd.
But wait a second. The kicker to the story is you call his manager or somebody, and they say, stick some fried eggs underneath his nose and he'll be revived. They'd obviously been through this with him.
Yes.
And they stuck fried eggs under his nose. You did it. And he woke up, and and that was it. He was fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then I left.
Were you doing a lot of drugs back then?
No. I never was really a drug person.
So when Steven's partying, what are you doing?
Oh, I'll tell you. When I did start going out with him, because it was a few months later, he came back. They were working on the record. Because of my hours, he was coming up to the radio station. Come on out. You want to go here? You want to go there? Sure. So that's how it started. And, he'd fly me to places and this and that.
So you held out a long time before you gave him sex, right? You were not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, see, even though he really wasn't a candidate with a capital C, I was on that Jewish look for a husband. And
did you really think Steven Tyler was going to end up being your husband?
No, but I thought Paul Stanley would.
Paul Standley of Kiss.
Yes.
He asked you out. He asked you out. You went out with him, and you had a loving relationship with him.
Yes, he's
for how long?
A few months, and then they went on tour. But I've been friends with him ever since then.
Paul, good in bed?
He's a wonderful guy. I have nothing bad to say. His mother just passed away.
You think Paul Stanley broke up with you because you're a Jewish girl and he wanted something more exotic? He wanted he wanted some exotic sort of Catholic girl or something he couldn't get in high school.
In the book, I wrote that, but I'm writing that kind of humorously because I realized that my understanding of guys, coming from my little Orthodox type background, was so limited that I thought every guy is looking to settle down.
Right.
Even the guy that wears spandex on stage.
Did your parents ever sit you down and go, "Honey, you're dating the wrong kind of guy"?
They never talked to me about dating. I wasn't allowed to go on a date, and then they were worried I wasn't married. I see. So when you're going out with Paul Stanley, the legendary feud between him and Gene Simmons is that they don't get along. Oh, that's bullshit.
That's all right. You can say that here. Paul Stanley did get along with Gene Simmons?
Yeah.
He didn't have a bad word to say about him?
No. See,
and you're telling me you really don't remember Steven Tyler's penis size, or are you just one of those people that doesn't want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it. It was, look, I'm not what says plastic caster people. I'm not that.
Were you satisfied, though, sexually from Steven?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have cared. I was having a good time on the plane.
Right. Were you in love with him?
No.
It was about just sort of hanging.
Yes, I realized that.
Wow. That's like a dude. You were like a dude.
Well, but I was a friend. It was like the friends with benefits thing.
But Paul Stanley you were in love with?
Yes.
And when he broke your heart?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I didn't understand they were going on tour, and I didn't understand, and he told me, later on, of course, guys, like, we shouldn't get married, we go on tour. He was straight ahead also.
Right.
But the funny part in the book was I just didn't understand these things. I didn't go around, like, beating myself up. I thought it was my hair's too dark, my teeth are bad, you know.
When Ian Hunter asked you to be in a video, which I
It
think
wasn't him, it was his manager.
Was that manager trying to get in your pants?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's the great. You know, I was talking about MTV with somebody. MTV was so amazing. Like, I mean, watching these videos was like our art form. Like, it was like great artists were coming out of this. But some of them now, when you look back at them, like the Ian Hunter video you were in, you had the cutest hairdo in that. Your ponytail is off to the side.
I did that myself.
I love that. And you know, you look super hot in it, and all these hot chicks are in it. And, of course, they're all chasing Ian Hunter around. They're running their fingers through his hair. Ian Hunter smoking a cigarette through the whole thing.
Yeah, with the sunglasses.
With the sunglasses on. Ridiculous, right?
Right.
Ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous.
No, it's all ridiculous.
And now it's all gone. I mean, there's no more of that. You don't see videos playing an important part.
Well, thank goodness, because it went over the top. I mean, who needs it, really?
Yeah. Are you sad by how radio is declining now, that people are just not as excited about it? It doesn't have the same clout it used to have?
I think that it's all a matter of marketing and advertising. And this is why I call radio the Maytag of media.
Right.
It's like you need it. Everybody has it. The guy sits there, it doesn't break, but when it does, oh my God, the radio's broken. And we, collectively in radio, did not do our job in glamorizing and showing the attractiveness and the total utility and the superior appeal of radio.
I agree.
It is, you can't turn it off. It doesn't break down. You don't have to upload, download. You don't have to do anything to it. You can't stop it. It bounces off the stratosphere. The government can't shut it down. There are just so many reasons why it is the perfect sonic component. And yet, because of marketing, people have allowed people to think that walking around the street with little plastic things in their ears with canned music is hip. It's just marketing. And I think one of the things about...
So it makes you sad that the DJ is not appreciated.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that the media likes to think that.
Yeah, I think the DJ is appreciated. I think the audience likes to hear somebody,
yes,
you know?
I'm going to tell you something. The two people that besides here, of course, you know, Mel Karmazin came and, you know, elevated SiriusXM. But I have to hand it to Bob Pittman, because I work for Clear Channel. And because he started MTV,
right.
He came in there, and he understands that. He loves radio. And he is... Everything he does is with a splash.
Yes.
And I really think that
he gets the show business of
it. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And when it all comes out in the wash, because it's going to come out, how many devices could we have? You know, it's just ridiculous. We have to have the one that works. Radio is going to be standing, and people are just all excited by their latest thumb thing.
Yeah, well, that thumb thing is delivering music in a way that doesn't have commercials, and that's what's going to eventually win out. You know that.
No, you know something?
You don't think so?
Let me ask you a question. This is my other theory. I wish I could talk better.
I know. You should have waited to come in when your voice was all right.
Then you would have said, "Oh, she's over. It's done."
No, I wouldn't have.
Never.
You're wrong.
Why
No,
would
I feel
say
you're struggling with your voice. I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
You were married, I guess it was your first marriage, to Mark Goodman, the VJ, right?
Yeah.
Was that your first or your second marriage?
First.
Yeah, you're married now, right?
Yes.
Your first marriage, Mark Goodman, the VJ. He was a big deal back then because he was on MTV.
Yes, but I knew him before.
Right. And you worked with him where, at MMR?
No, actually at PLJ for a little bit, but I had a lot of friends in common from MMR.
The rumor I heard, this was a rumor, you don't address it in your book, but tell me if it's true or false. You came home one day and you discovered him in bed with two women, and it blew your mind. I mean, of course it would blow your mind. It's your husband. True or false?
No, false.
It looks like you're looking in your mind for whether that's. I mean, that's something you wouldn't forget.
What is this related to?
No. I'm wondering which story you've gotten it confused with somebody else. No,
somebody told me that, and I didn't know if it was true or not. And I said, "Look at this guy."
No, but.
How many women was it? Was it more than two?
No. I never came home and found him in bed with a woman, but I did. Well, look, it is what it was. I think he is another person who, certain guys, when their fame goes to their head and they're at a certain age, and I have it in the book too, Even my father said, give him a year, let him stop around, he'll come back.
Really? Your dad said that? Isn't that interesting when your father says that to you? It makes you wonder what he did to your mom.
No, because you're married. Did the men do this? It's the old way.
Right.
Let him get it out of his system.
So did you? Did you wait the year to see if he'd get it out of his system?
And then my father says, let him get it out of his system and get an AIDS test.
I see. Do you run into him in the halls around here? He works here as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Do you ever run into him?
Once or twice.
Really? Is it ugly?
How
is it
is
like,
that?
hey, you don't talk to him, he doesn't talk to you?
No, I'll tell you something. When he left, it was my choice. I decided I'm not going to be he left, he ran off with somebody else, whatever. I'm not going to be the groveling whatever. I'm going on the air and working. And I was shocked. I'm from a very conservative background. So I just went about my business, and I decided never to see him again.
Right.
I never saw him again until a few years ago in the Sirius studios.
That's what I say, yeah. I would imagine you run into each other, yeah.
Yes, I ran into him.
How awkward was that on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most awkward?
Well, because I have a sense of humor, and I think Lifetime is a funny channel.
Yeah.
And I've been through so much crap.
Yeah.
If you read my book, I'm a cancer and this and that,
So much cancer, right? You've been through.
Yes, and I never told anybody.
Were you a smoker? Were you a cigarette smoker?
No.
It's just, you got breast cancer when you were like
And
20.
uterine cancer, yes.
Just like that. Was it in your family?
It killed everybody.
Wow.
So
and did you had a mastectomy?
Two.
And then you had two mastectomies.
All of it. They put me back together 10 times.
What with an implant they put?
Oh, please! I don't want to talk about. Yeah.
What do you mean you don't want? Do you talk about it in your book? No.
Yes, but I don't. I look like a person, right?
No, you look terrific. I'm saying.
Yes, I've been through hell and back.
No, you really, really have.
I just finished some radiation last year from the inside. You don't want to know.
You had what type of other cancer did you have?
Uterine.
Uterine.
They took the plumbing out too.
Wow.
And you know what my joke is?
Yeah.
I asked, you know who I asked this question to? Naomi Wolf, the feminist.
Right.
She has a few cards in the deck that I think are loose. I said, would you consider me a woman? Now. I don't have any parts.
What did she say?
She was a little stumped.
Of course you're a woman.
No, I'm saying that humorously.
Yeah, but is that how you feel inside? That
No.
you're not a woman?
I feel exactly the same. Exactly the same, because you know something?
Then why would you ask her that?
Because she wrote a book about, she just came out with a book about how your body parts are related to your brain, and I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, look, I only have 2 inches, and I consider myself a man, even though technically I'm a woman. All right? That's it. You got to think of yourself the way you are.
No. I think of myself as a woman.
It's in your brain, right?
That's right. It's in your brain. What are you, 2 inches? It's barely a clitoris I got down there.
No, everything.
My balls are a good size.
Well, I think of myself as a woman, and not only that, I'm like Barbie.
Right.
Because they put me back like Barbie.
I like you better this way, quite frankly.
Why, thank you.
I think all that internal stuff is disgusting. I like a woman who's been cleaned out a little. Honestly.
Between you and me?
Yeah, much better.
Yes.
No, but the cancer, I mean, you've looked death in the eye, right?
And back. I've had MRSA twice in the hospital.
You've had what?
You know, that staph infection.
Oh, yeah.
Twice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've had.
Is that from the treatment?
No, that's from the hospitals. You get the.
You pick up stuff.
Yeah, I've had. You wouldn't believe what I've had. I'm like the cockroach that ate Manhattan. But I swear, I got a sense of humor.
And you've had
about
what?
it.
Radiation and chemo?
Radiation. They didn't give me the chemo because I had a heart murmur, and I don't like.
Wow.
I had the 2 mastectomies, and
You've had like what? 10 surgeries there, right?
About 25.
25 surgeries.
I'm not kidding.
Why the 25? To reconstruct?
Yes, because I had infections and all kinds of problems. But you know
my
something?
God. You've been through hell.
Yes, I call myself Queen Cut Me Up.
And did you go through the divorce all through that?
Here's the fun part that's in the book, where because I do have a sense of humor thanks to my father, who I miss very much. When I was going through the divorce, I went through the divorce, and all of a sudden I came down with it. No. And I don't mind saying this, but it's in the book, so I could say this. He sued me for my half for the co-op. because New York state law at that time it was just an investment, so you could sue. They didn't.
Right. Well, it's a marital asset. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was at his lawyer's office, and he's not a bad person. I think he just didn't get it. I said, listen, I have cancer and I am paying for all this other stuff right now. Could you please, not sue me? So they delayed it for 5 years if he would have the money. But he came and got me anyway. It was right on the door, affixed to the door. And I had to pay $43,000 and then another $23,000 while I was going through all this shit, plus driving my father to chemotherapy. And guess what? I had a nice apartment.
Yeah. Well, you've been through a lot.
Yeah, and you know what?
Don't you think radio is a dismal career? I mean, you've had a pretty good one, but most guys just really get the shit beaten out of them, don't they?
Yeah, it's...
It's not... management doesn't take kindly to DJs, do they? They don't really appreciate them, do they?
I never really thought it was a career, and that's why I got into it. I thought it was something so new and exciting like the Beatles.
Yeah.
But it's been wonderful to me because...
you wouldn't recommend it to other kids when you go coming out of college?
I don't know what type of opportunities there are.
Right.
Because you know what it is? If you really work, if you really love what you're doing, because I really like hanging out and talking to people.
Right.
Maybe I feel like, when I was a kid listening, like I'm on the other side of the radio and I'm your friend. And I really mean that.
Yeah.
And I like it so much that I've shown up for work sick and this and that. It's not because I'm stupid or a martyr.
You love it.
I love to do it. And you
still
do too.
love to do it, yeah. And when you saw Mark in the hallway after all the as you say, you had financial issues with him, and you were going through cancer. You saw him. So because you have a good sense of humor, what did you say to him when you saw him after all this time?
Well, the first thing he said, he was very nice, and he said, "Oh, you look exactly the same. I can't believe it. You didn't get fat." But I wasn't sure why you were supposed to get fat. But anyway, we were talking, and, he does have a daughter from a second marriage.
Right.
And then I think there was another marriage. And then he said that he realized that he was a fool. I mean, he was sincere, and that he didn't understand what we had. And that's when I saw Lifetime Movie of the Week.
Well, guys do learn. Sometimes you don't realize what you have when you have it.
And that's always I don't write a bad book about a bad person, and that's not a big focus of the book at all.
Was it hard to get the book published because
no.
Because you think about it with radio and stuff. Sometimes people don't give a shit.
Do you know that I was never going to write a book? What happened was I got a letter from an editor at HarperCollins. I was opening the Warren Zevon book.
Right.
And there's a letter in there saying, "Did you ever think of writing your memoirs? We bet you have some great rock stories." And I said, "Wow, they think I should write a book about rock star gossip." And I said, "Oh, no, I wouldn't want to do that, but I'll talk to them." HarperCollins.
Yeah, well, I could see why you'd think that. I mean, you've banged quite a few rock stars.
Not that many.
Whitesnake, that guy, right?
Oh, but that's
the whole band.
No. What's his name? Coverdale, right?
Yeah. Look.
Big get in the world of women and men.
It's a big.
Hey, by the way, the name Whitesnake.
Yeah, I got that part.
Was named after his penis.
I guess so.
Is it
that big?
Is it that crazy big?
No. So nobody's like that.
Tyler is like that.
No, he's not like that.
I know a woman who blew him, and she told me it was huge.
She has a small mouth.
Really? Do you really think so? Wow, because she claimed that,
oh, give me a break.
Some guy told me you got a blowjob next to Steven on the tour bus, and he said it was monstrous.
No, it's just, listen, that whole thing. I have to tell you something. When I went out with these people, I actually was their girlfriend. And I'm dead serious. I never saw any of this crap. Yeah. I never saw groupies except when they would throw things at me.
But do you feel incredibly special when a guy like Steven Tyler or the Whitesnake guy, they're at the top, they're on the top, they're being catered to, and you're the girl on the arm?
You know why? I think it's great that they invited me. I like being there, but I know damn well that if it was any other pretty girl, it would be them too.
Right, yeah, that's true.
And that's what.
Very smart that way.
Yeah. I was looking for a relationship, and but I also got to go to a lot of nice restaurants and airplanes.
Right.
What can I tell you? I
It's
didn't
fun being on those private jets with the guy and he's hanging out with the band. It's pretty heady stuff. I mean, for a young girl,
it's fun, but you have to know that that's not reality.
Not real. No.
And you say, what would they do if you had a flat tire? Would they be coming to fix it and help you? No.
How's your marriage now?
Great.
Good dude or what?
My husband is Paul Logus. He is a recording engineer, mixer, producer, and he's doing a lot of mastering right now.
You never caught him in bed with two girls at the same time? Maybe that's where I heard it from.
No, I never did.
Good.
No, I think you met him at your party.
Yeah.
He is doing, the music business has been really crazy. He was the guy who did you remember when Jimmy Page did redid Kashmir, Come With Me. He produced that with Puff Daddy. He did all the big hits with P. Diddy and all the Bad Boy stuff in the 90s. He mixed all that stuff with a couple of his friends, Bad Boy Music. And now he's doing a lot of mastering. He did Anthrax, just did Stone Sour.
Wow. Did you ever end up in bed with a girl? Never.
No.
You're too good a girl.
No, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
I find I'm a regular girl. To me, it's like, disgusting. I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, why?
You're into guys.
Wait a minute. Why do guys like that?
Oh, please. Why do guys like that?
They like to see it, but I don't.
It's a scene. It's a scene.
Yeah, I know, but no.
You got to be a guy to understand.
I guess so, but I go, bleh.
Yes, Jeff the drunk.
Yeah, my cousin died from the whooping cough.
Oh no! Don't even tell me that. I'm gonna get it now.
You had CLs.
Marianne from Brooklyn, go ahead.
You know, Carol, I really like you a lot, and there's two things I have to say. It is contagious, Howard. Don't dare go near that booth or any microphones or shake a hand or kiss a card. When I went to AGT, I had a very bad cold, and I went for a whooping cough diagnosis, which it wasn't. But there's two very important things. Carol, you can get it from children not having shots, and also your shot must have wore off. So whoever's...
I know how
I don't have a whooping cough shot.
I never had one.
You have it when you were little, Howard.
Oh,
yes.
for God.
I'll tell you how.
Maybe it's in the 3-shot.
Knowing my parents, they didn't get me one. I'm telling you.
No, I know.
Why didn't your parents get you a whooping cough?
We all had them. What happened was...
Yours worn off, right?
Right.
What happened was... We never got booster shots because
wait,
I
never had a booster shot.
No.
Oh,
you're not.
Carol,
listen, she's not a doctor, Marianne. I thank you, Marianne. You're not a doctor.
Yeah.
Please.
You
I'm
regret
not
having kids?
What?
Do you regret not having kids?
Yes, but it was unfortunate because of my illness.
You couldn't do it.
Well, I would have had to.
Adopt.
Pay other people.
Surrogate.
Right.
Not all that. If I couldn't do it myself, yes, I do.
Carol,
I have a wonderful nephew.
Carol, the book is called
Up All Night.
Up All Night, My Life and Times in Rock Radio.
Yes.
It's in stores now. I wish you a lot of luck with the book,
Thank you. And it was a gift that was given to me, an opportunity. And
normally I would tongue kiss you goodbye, but this time I'm not, only because of the whooping cough thing.
Don't worry.
All right. As long as
fella, don't worry.
All right, I will not get it.
No, right. You're not getting it.
All right. Anyway, listen, Carol's been around. She's done it all.
Sort of.
And then some.
And not all of it.
And she's banged a lot of guys who very impressive list.
Well, they think they are.
Well, I'm impressed.
You are more impressive than they are.
Did you ever go in the studio with Aerosmith and watch them record?
That's the more fun part. Yes.
You did?
I've been in
what song did you see them record?
Oh, I saw them doing the Draw the Line album.
No kidding.
No, see that if you read the book. I've been in the studio with Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty, Stevie Nicks.
No kidding.
See, that's the interesting part.
What did you see Springsteen do?
I saw him working with Graham Parker. I saw him the end of the Darkness album.
Did Springsteen bang you too?
No.
Did he just let you in the studio to hang out while he recorded?
I was the first person who played his record in New York. If you read the book, by default in 1973, because I was working in Philly. He was a local guy down there.
Right.
We played the record. NEW wasn't playing it because they were having a fight with his manager. I got a job, and I played it because I didn't know they were having a fight.
Oh, so no wonder he had you in the studio. You were a friend.
I've been friendly with him and them.
He
Steve,
never tried to get in your pants?
He was going out with somebody else.
Yeah, but he tried. Stop it.
No. I'll tell you something. I was interested in the music and.
Right.
You know, I'm serious.
Well, they were interested in getting in your pants.
Well,
all right, listen.
Everybody's interested in everybody else's pants.
Listen, Carol, it's great. It's great to have you here. I will read the book. Carol Miller, if I could read, I'd read the book. And,
you have a book.
You got pictures in there?
Yeah.
Of course. Any of you nude?
No, and there's never been one.
What a shame. All right. Carol Miller, Up All Night. Get the book. Thanks for coming in.
One thing.
Yeah.
5% of the royalties on the book are going to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
All right.
So there's a charity aspect to that. Please.
That's very nice. You know.
Thank you.
Now, you see what happens when Steven Tyler has sex with you? This is what you end up sounding like.
Oh,
This really wasn't whooping cough. Just fucks the voice out of you. That big cock of his. Right, Carol? Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Carol. Listen.
Yeah, you're
not getting whooping cough.
No, you're not getting sick, Howard.
I'm a sick boy.
Howard, I know how you feel, but
Well, you're amazing.
no, this has been going on for. I got it. It was like a month ago, and all I have is the residual.
No, I know. It's a pain in the ass to get rid of.
And you know how I got it? It was in the studios. Someone here in SiriusXM had it.
Wow.
And they didn't tell anybody, and that's irresponsible.
Right.
So people with low immune systems, I was right there, picked it up.
Yeah, you get fucked up. Well, anyway, you're terrific, and I appreciate you making the effort and coming in, even though you're not 100%.
Yeah, because you know something.
Very nice.
I pushed it off, and whatever. And congratulations, I haven't seen you since your marriage.
No, thank you.
And that party you had, it was wonderful.
Thanks.
And you look.
Thanks, and you're wonderful, really. And
your parents
congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
Can I take a quick picture?
Sure. Your parents okay?
Yeah.
I see them on the show.
Yeah, they're hanging in there. Let's put it that way.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. It's great. It's really.
You should read about my father in the book. Piece of work.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you had a very successful father who was worried about you, and.
Yeah, but he had a mouth. He was your biggest fan. Really? He would go, "Oh, Howard, I have to. Those girls, I have to go see it now. What time is it?"
The girls.
What are the odds?
The girls.
We all get two parents. What are the odds that any of us can get two normal ones?
One more. 1, 2, 3.
You know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
Especially to you.
Oh,
no, but I'm saying to anybody.
My father, it's in the book. You read it. Hi.
Carol, you made it through.
I made it through.
You're a trooper.
Well, that's what I do. I may sound a little weird, but hi, Lisa. How you doing?
Good. Great. You did a great job.
I'm sorry that I sound like this, but you know something? Who cares? It's funny. If you can't laugh, then you can't laugh,
Unbelievable times. I mean, these stories, you've lived the life that people can only dream of. I mean, all the people that have listened to you on the radio are dreaming about living.
I think that I took them in stride, because I knew it wasn't real. Do you know what I mean?
This was this artificial life that you were exposed to?
Yeah, because I knew it was fun, but you don't go on like that, I mean, I was in hotel rooms where people were trashing things and ruining I mean, people don't do that. You're not supposed to do that, But I didn't participate in it, so I knew that wasn't the real world, but I saw it.
You were there to observe, and you knew where reality started and stopped.
Yeah.
Well, Carol, good luck with your book. It sounds like an unbelievably interesting tale. So.
Well, thank you, and once again, I'm very honored that I got a chance to write it, and there is a 5% donation, I'm making from every royalty to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So
that's awesome. That's something.
If you get it, you're doing a mitzvah.
Awesome. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you so much.
Oh. Anybody else feel whooping cough coming on? I feel it.
I got it.
You got it too, right?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. 5 feet from her the whole time in the hallway.
Were you? You're feeling it, right?
I hope not.
Feel it coming on. So funny.
Hey, it was a nice run we had.
What?
I had a nice run here.
Hey, same. Good man. I got to admit, I don't know what to do about the Jimmy Kimmel show tonight because
I imagine you will determine that at game time.
Yeah, well, I checked with Ronnie, and he claims there's no way to pass over the bridge.
Well, all the East River bridges are closed.
Yeah. Now, at what point is there a mechanism that Jimmy will tell me whether I'm supposed to come or not?
And the Battery Park Tunnel is closed. So you have no way.
I have no mechanism
to get to Brooklyn.
Can I take a boat?
You could take a boat.
I think those are closed, too. Those.
No, he's a rowboat.
No,
that boat.
His own boat.
And, like, Jimmy won't let me off the hook because, like, I was expecting a call from Jimmy going, look, you know, what am I supposed to be on standby all day? I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I have no idea how they handled it yesterday. I don't know when they decided.
Well, I don't even know that Jimmy's crew in Brooklyn can do a show because in Brooklyn, evidently, there's been huge flooding. Right?
Yeah, is their facility still open and up and running?
So I'm sitting there going, I don't know what the fuck I mean, my own show, I know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what Jimmy's doing.
Well, last night, Jimmy Fallon and David Letterman did shows without an audience.
Right. And now I know Jimmy's probably kicking himself in the head. He should have done it without an audience. I mean, I can imagine what's going on. And now I'm caught up in it because I'm supposed to be the guest tonight.
Right.
But Tracy Morgan lives in Brooklyn, so I think he'll be able to get there. So he's set with Tracy.
Does he really live in Brooklyn?
I believe he does, actually.
I know he used to live in Brooklyn. A lot of people say they live
One would hope he got out. But, so I don't know, like, what am I supposed to do? Now I'm just, like, waiting to hear from Jimmy because...
And what mechanism does he...
Believe me, I would have already canceled. You know, I don't sit and worry about other people. But Jimmy's my friend, so... I mean, literally, he's probably one of my few male friends that I actually sit and talk to and confide in. You know, who doesn't get on my nerves.
Oh, and he wouldn't dump you because you didn't make it.
No, I know that. So I wanted to come through for him in the worst way.
Yeah, you know, they were running a promo. Did you see that promo?
No.
Oh, my God. And, you know, he's highlighting the people he was going to have on the show, and they have...
Yeah.
You know, and they're showing clips of those people on his show.
Right.
So what they have is you in that satellite situation, which looks very bizarre.
Yeah, it's so odd. There's something preventing me from being on that show. You know, I feel bad for him. I know he put a lot of work in, but
I know they've been preparing for this for months.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and he was so excited.
Yeah, because they don't usually take his show on the road.
So I think the worst of the hurricane is over, but was it
say
technically a hurricane, Robin, though?
It was technically a hurricane, and then it hit land in Atlantic City at about 7 or 8 o'clock last night.
Mm-hmm.
And once a hurricane goes over land, it loses power.
So did it lose power?
Yes, it did.
It did, okay. So it wasn't even a hurricane.
It was a hurricane, and then I think shortly after that it got downgraded to a tropical storm.
What up?
Balearis is here if you want to talk to him.
No, it's enough of Balearis.
He's got his hot girlfriend, too.
You can talk to her. I can finger her.
What is Balearis going to tell us? Is the storm over? Does he know?
I don't know. I'm assuming he does.
Well, he has his charts and models.
I saw an excellent documentary last night on the hurricane.
Uh-huh.
This girl is in a house, and it uproots. And she winds...
Just lift it off the ground.
Lift it off the ground. She winds up in a place called Oz.
Oh, stop it.
And
That's not a documentary.
No, it is. It looks so scary, but it was fun because Ronnie was in it, but he didn't have his walkie-talkie. He just carried a big lollipop. It was great. I never saw this show before, but it's what happens during a real hurricane. I was nervous.
Sounds very realistic.
We represent the Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild.
Where is John Balearis? I'll ask him real quick, and then I got to take another break. I'm way behind. By the way, am I the only broadcaster who showed up at Sirius? I mean, where's Oprah? Where's Eminem? But then again, where is Oprah and Eminem on any given day?
Yeah.
Ghost town.
Yeah. So, John, the big question is, because you panicked everybody, including my wife.
Rightly so.
Well,
I mean, our whole staff.
Rightly so.
All right, the planet is still here, though. You were predicting the apocalypse, but okay, rightly so. A lot of people are suffering.
Well, subways flooded out. That has never happened.
True. That is true.
Floodways. West Side Highway.
Is it over now?
Yeah, it's over. We have one more tide cycle this morning. That will be moderate flooding with that. So maybe along the west side, east side, it may just come up or breach a little bit.
Now,
nothing like last night.
Help me out here. Jimmy's taping in Brooklyn. Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be on tonight. Am I able to get to Brooklyn?
Well, they're not going to have a high wind restriction on the bridges, so the bridges probably will be okay. The only problem is the flooding that has taken place.
That's what I mean. Is it closed? Or I mean, what am I supposed to be doing here?
Well, I would suggest that he cans the show.
Well, he could do the show. What is it, Ronnie?
Every bridge and tunnel except for the Lincoln Tunnel is closed right now.
Right. Does Balearis know what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Not about that. They're closed. Everything's
He's
closed.
a weatherman, not a traffic
They're
man.
closed.
That's why I suggest you.
What are you talking about high winds?
Just forget about
If the bridges are closed, they're closed.
Yeah,
you can't go on the bridge no matter what.
Right now, but I'm saying
I don't know if they're going to open
at noontime when the pressure gradient relaxes.
So what am I supposed to do? Stand by and wait to see if I'm going?
Yeah, I mean,
do I keep Ronnie here all day? What do I do?
I said the winds will relax this afternoon, so I think the bridges will reopen. But
how will I be? What is it, Ronnie?
I don't think it's because of the winds or anything. I think they're trying to keep the people out of the city until they straighten out all the messes here.
Right.
And I think that's why they're keeping the bridges closed and the tunnels.
So what do you
They're
think?
trying to keep the traffic out of the city.
Well, tell me what to do here. What do I do with the Jimmy Kimmel Show?
I don't know.
I'm going out of my fucking mind here. I don't want to disappoint the guy.
You would think somebody would contact you and let you know.
No, they're going to keep me guessing.
What's today?
I mean, they canceled the show last night.
Am I supposed to spend 5 hours?
There was no show last night.
I know, and now he's feeling bad because Letterman and the other guy, Fallon did the show.
I got a feeling you're going.
Yeah, but I mean, to what end? I mean, will I be in a car for 4 hours trying to get there?
Not many cars on the road.
You know what, John? You're not giving me the answers I need.
I think you're going.
Okay.
You may have some delays wherever the cleanup is, but for the most part, you're going.
Well, he's right in,
You're going.
downtown Brooklyn.
All right.
It won't be that hard to get.
Yeah, you got the winds. This is it. The storm's winding down. And, Robin, it was never downgraded to a tropical storm.
It wasn't? I heard that somewhere.
False information.
What was it? Was it a hurricane?
It was a hurricane until 30 miles off the Atlantic City coast. And then it made that transformation into the hybrid storm, which became a normal winter storm. Call it a super cyclonic storm. So...
Okay, so I didn't have the right term.
So Robin was
right. The winds were...
It wasn't a hurricane.
Matter of semantics. The winds were still a Hurricane 85 in the center as it went on shore in Atlantic City, but they don't want to call it a hurricane because it didn't have the true tropical characteristics of a hurricane. The eye...
What were the highest winds reported here in the...
96, LaGuardia Airport.
96?
Yeah,
Tuckerton, it got up to 88.
Yeah, along the Jersey Shore, 89. 89 Tuckerton, Surf City, 89.
Oh, that's some wind.
Yeah, Atlantic City.
Why didn't the wind blow off Bobo's wig? I can't figure that out.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
That was odd.
Bobo needs a cyclone.
By the way, John, I want to thank you personally. You did an excellent job last night.
You.
I was able to listen to some of it, not all of it. I was going to call in, and then I got the whole emergency going on at my place.
Right.
But you did a great job. It was great to have you as part of the team.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank you for that. Really.
Well, I want to thank you for the opportunity.
You bet.
Thank you.
All right, John.
Appreciate it.
Good job. Keep us posted if anything happens.
I will.
Immediately. My own personal weatherman there,
Yeah.
John Balearos. Balearis or Boleros?
Balearis.
Balearis.
Like Antonio Balearis.
Like Antonio Banderas. Has your relationship with your girlfriend changed? He's gone. Okay, too late.
They got engaged yesterday.
That's right. Exciting. All right. Well, I got to take a break again.
So we still don't know what the day will bring.
No, and it's just
get out of the city.
And then what if you get there and he's like doing a no audience thing? Would that?
Well, I don't
bother
know.
you?
No, I prefer it.
Oh, okay.
He needs a fucking audience. I mean, honestly, who needs it?
Right.
It's crazy. But I just, you know what it is? I'm trying to figure out my day.
Right.
And I just don't want to, try to get there and spend 3 hours in a car trying to get there because out of some guilt. Normally, I'd say, look, I can't get to your Brooklyn. Ay.
Well, you heard what happened to DePace today.
Yeah, he's trapped in his car because he tried to
because there's
come
only
in.
one way in.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I really don't want to spend my evening doing that. I do have to work myself in the morning. I wish can you call Jimmy, please, and just give me an answer on what they're doing?
Who are you talking to?
Have JD.
You,
call.
Robin. Hello? You know what it is? Jimmy came all the way from California. He's all excited to do a show, but unfortunately, I live in Manhattan. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get there.
He came at the worst time.
Yeah, and I don't want to be that guy who doesn't show up for him, but...
What are you supposed to do? It's out of your control.
I don't know. I'm sure somehow it'll be like, well, he could have gotten here, you know. I mean, I don't know how to get there.
Even the helipads were flooded.
Yeah. And maybe by tonight it'll be fine, but how do I know? I mean, how can I predict that?
And they don't tape at night, right? They're taping in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, they're taping at 6 o'clock.
Oh.
But I have to get there.
They want you there by 3 or something, right?
No.
No?
No, I was going to leave the city at 4:30 and get over there by 5:30, you know.
It could very well... everything could have changed by noon today.
Yeah. Well, I'll just stand on alert all day.
Well, you got yourself into this.
Yeah, I sure did. Well, yeah, I did. You're right. Did anybody ever get a hold of Jimmy? Steve, weren't you supposed to do that? What happened?
I talked to Jimmy.
Right.
He's on hold back there. Obviously, we can't put him up. But he says they're planning on doing a show if you're doing the show.
You can't put him up?
I mean, I just called him from the regular phone and talked to him.
What the fuck?
So he's saying
you can't get him on the air.
We can try to right now. The guys are getting
Steve.
the wrap up ready. I thought you wanted me to talk to him. That's what I did.
No, Steve.
Yeah.
When I say I want you to call him, it means I want to talk to him.
Okay, hold on.
Not that I want you to talk.
I'll get him up. 1 second.
Okay. Oh shit, Steve's out of it, man.
He doesn't understand you at all.
Oh, now I like I'm in charge of Jimmy's show.
You are calling the shots.
I mean, calling the shots. I can't get to Brooklyn.
This is once again back to you. What is your mechanism for?
Right. I mean, it's a nightmare. This Sandy.
Fucking mechanisms.
Oh my God.
For doing Jimmy's show.
Yeah.
And whether you'll be there or not.
Listen, I just agreed to do Jimmy's show. I didn't know there was going to be a major hurricane and that the blocking off all the bridges to Brooklyn. It's too much for me. Jimmy's got to let me off the hook.
It's just a talk show.
And then you call him. It's his show. He says, well, if you'll come, we'll do a show.
It's up to me to come. It's up to me to do my show for me. All my guests canceled. I did the show. I'll get a hold of Jimmy.
All right. Well, Jimmy has a whole stash of bits from last night that he didn't get to do.
You can play
and
those
he has
bits.
the bits they were going to do tonight.
Yeah, I saw him on a tricycle riding around in Brooklyn.
Right.
That's funny. Just do that.
Run that for an hour.
It's a 12 o'clock at midnight show. 3 people are up at that time of night. Oh, my God. Oh, there's Jimmy on the tricycle. This is so unbelievable, this mess that I'm in with this Sirius and just getting phone calls.
That's crazy.
It's a whole thing. This has been going on all morning. I got a headache. Steve, just give me a heads up. If you can't do it, you can't do it. I didn't know it's so complicated to get Jimmy on the phone. What's going on, JD?
People are running around like crazy. Just give them another minute.
Another minute?
My stomach hurts. I'm going to throw up. What's the matter with you? What are you laughing about? What's funny?
I
mean, really, what the fuck? Have you not learned anything? What?
Never mind.
No, tell me what you're saying.
No,
I gotta know.
I was about to say whenever Steve told Jim McClure was like, fuck, I already set up a wrap up. So
I don't care about wrap up. Take that whole thing off the air. Wrap up. Those two.
But they're getting it done.
Wrap up is canceled. How's that? Now can they get me the phone call?
They're working on it. Just need another minute.
Oh my God.
I thought they should. Never mind.
What? You thought what?
I thought he could just call your cell and you put it on speaker. Oh wait, here's Jim.
Yeah. What is it, Jim? What are you doing?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, Jimmy. Look at how hard it is. Just get a phone call. This is some operation.
Hold on.
What are you doing? Jimmy! I'm sorry I asked. I just want to get my situation settled. I don't want to walk around all day with this hanging over my head.
Right, because now you don't know. Whoa, what's that?
Oh, my God.
You know, it's hard to deal with the uncertainty.
I like that everyone that's not here is worried about wrap-up show. I don't give a fuck. I'm here. I'm doing a show. Wrap-up show.
And Gary's going to phone it in?
Yeah, he's running around his neighborhood looking for somebody with a phone line so he can be on an ISDN line. He couldn't have spent the night in the city and just been here.
Hello, I need to call Jimmy Kimmel.
And now because of him again and his bullshit, I gotta now. I can't get the phone call. I thought they had this all set up for me. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Eureka.
Magic.
Oh, it sounds really good.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's just I'm worried about what's going to happen with the wrap-up show tonight.
Well, obviously Jimmy's on a cell phone, right, Jimmy?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm just trying to figure out how to conduct my life. I'm assuming I can't get into Brooklyn because every bridge is shut off.
Well, it is now, but it looks like it's pretty clear, doesn't it?
Ronnie's telling me that it's not, and that...
Well, they haven't opened the bridges yet.
I mean, I don't know
Ronnie
what to...
also yesterday told you there was no way for him to sleep in the city.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, he's just looking to go home, so... Boy, Jimmy's connection is bad.
I know.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm just on a cell phone. I'm in a hotel in Brooklyn.
So are you feeling bad now or guilty because Letterman did his show and Fallon did his show, or is that screwing you up?
Well, it doesn't really make any difference. I think I feel bad that 800 people had tickets last night and didn't get to see a show. I'm hoping to minimize that throughout the week.
You know, I'm thinking about it. I mean, you're going to 11:30, which is going to be cool, but right now the show's on at midnight. Why are we busting our like? I'll try. I mean, like I could try to get to Brooklyn, but it might take me hours. Like I can't leave the city till about 4 o'clock or 4:30.
Right.